Just two squares. You can try it on your paper. Draw that. Just two squares. Two squares. And separate each of them, so there won't be anybody facing each other. But only with two squares. People, you are not here. Just two squares. If you are true, you can show it to me, so you can have my chocolates. No, how did it do it? One. No, wait now. Where is your Bible? I didn't get it though. Two. I did what? Nobody's crossing into this one.
Okay, just to touch.
If you actually can pick up my chocolates. I should respond to this. My time is going on. Madam, you have a try. About this one, I know I saw it there. I know I saw it there. This three can still see themselves. This one can still see themselves. This one can still see themselves. This one is. This one can still see themselves. Thank you. I think because of my time.
See this square?
The other one is not square.
Which one is not square?
The one outside.
It's square. See,
How is
this
this
is a
square?
square.
Oh. You put it like this.
It's a square. Square. And I have another square. Thank you. Thank you. So, like I said, we want to look at how to create a budget. Yeah? We want to look at how to create a budget. What is a budget? Just the man, we are not professional. What is a budget?
Budget is what you plan for your spending.
Absolutely. Round of applause for him. Thank you, Mr. Alex.
Yes.
You know, for you to achieve something, you are planned a part of your plan. You know, when you create a plan to achieve a particular goal, I think our aim for this session is for us to create a budget to achieve a goal. So at the end of this session, we must be able to, each and every one of us, we must be able to create a budget. You know, have the idea how to create a budget. There is there are some sayings there, and I want to ask if this saying is true to you. You stand up. Yeah? You have some money saved at the moment. Only 3, 4 people, 5. Okay, sit down. You have saved for something in the past. Okay. I think we are all You can sit down, you can sit down. We would like to have some money set aside, going from today. You stand up. If you plan to have some set of money set aside for projects. Okay. Apart from failure. Okay, you can sit down. If you know how much money you have in your pocket at the moment, you know how much you have in your outside you. I'm not saying bank account, in your pocket as you are standing.
Inside your pocket.
Okay, let's sit down, let's sit down. You really like spending money. So don't like spending money.
I said I spend it. Very important.
So you don't like all right, let's sit down. Let's sit down. If you plan ahead, or you plan advance, how you are going to spend your money? If you plan advance or you plan ahead, how to spend your money?
So there are some that we don't plan.
Let's sit down. Okay, let's have a seat. Last, we know how much we need for this week. You know how much you will spend for this week. So you have a plan for your well, you plan for. Okay, let's sit down. Let's sit down. You know how much you need this month. I said need you. You know how much you need for the month.
December is coming, I know.
You are confident you will achieve your goals this month.
From my with money or with money this
All the
month, right?
plans, all the plans. I'm sure that I'm very confident I will achieve all my goals. Let's sit down, let's sit down. So, what was the purpose of this exercise?
Budget.
You know, today is 11, I think.
Yeah.
I think we are going to see another scenario that even as at last month or any of these months, you can start budgeting. It's all about budgeting. You know, we will spend the day, we will spend the week, we will spend the month. How will those months go about? We all know our income, I mean. So how will I go about December? You know, getting December is coming, I mean. How will it, whether it will be a real dirty or a clean dirty, at least we can start planning it now. And that's why we have created a budget. Okay, this one we go for Christmas chicken, Abi. This one we go for whether it's Alba, Abi. And this one we go for, you know, we start, and I know that, okay, I only collect X amounts. Maybe the worst case scenario, maybe they give me a 13th month salary. So you know, that one is even a variable cost, yeah, because it's not certain. If they said they are not giving 13 months, they are not giving. So the income that I'm earning, I plan it for the month of December. I remember December is even one of the long. Okay, it is January that is the long. Added together because we don't plan. Because if truly we plan, see, this January be the same, even 30th, that be 30 days like other months, and you won't feel it till the end of the month because we don't plan, we don't have budget. we just okay, this one actually be for Christmas, and we are going out for maybe one Kinecon. We have take 10,000 for it. We are going out for this one. Right? At the end of the day, maybe before you even start January 1st, the month this month is so long. It's not long. So it's about how we go about budgeting. It will help us. It will help us personally. It will help us as a family, and it also help our business as well. I think we've done the definition of budget the other time. So budget is a tool for making decisions, for planning and using your money in the best possible way to achieve your goal. So as December is coming, we also have our own budgets. I have 1 million. I will spend it on A, B, C. You know, that's the goal, because Christmas is coming. We will buy clothes, we will buy shoe. I don't know whether they still do it these days.
It's very good.
For the small sport. It's part of the budget now. So we have to start. No, that's the goal, so that we have a beautiful Christmas, We start planning it. This is what I'm going to send to grandma or so uncle, But if they are not in our budgets, we'll just overspend, overstretch our income. So, like I said, the budget is a tool for making decisions, planning and using your money in the best possible ways to achieve your goals. So, I want us to take a look at the case of Emeka. A close look at Emeka, his monthly budget. Oh, we are recording, and I want us to off so that you can see. Okay, maybe I should read it out. Let's listen, because we have an exercise to do on this Emeka's case. Are we together? I said yesterday Emeka received a salary from his father. That evening, Emeka and his parents decided to review their income and decide how to spend their money during the month of March. So meaning that they are doing this exercise when? Probably in the month of February or maybe early of March. So meaning that they are planning ahead. So Emeka had at end 20,000 naira. I believe that we are writing this down. Just the amount, 20,000 naira by working overtime. So that's not his actual income. In addition to his net salary of how much? 50. Are we together? His net salary of 50,000 in February. I think he gives 20,000 naira out of his salary to his parents as a contribution to the family expense, but keeps how much? Keeps balance. Okay, let me read it from here. He keeps balance and the overtime pay. So the balance of his salary, the net salary, and his overtime pay to himself. Very wise guy. Emeka's father income was 100,000 naira. That was the income, the net income of his car spare parts shop. His mother also earned 30,000 from her sewing business. On a monthly, her sister, elder sister, Chioma, phoned to say she had sent 20,000 as she does monthly. So that's her own, is also a regular income that comes to them. So it's a monthly income. I'm sure that we should have this in our book. I'm sure. Make us, yeah. Even the story is even there. That's the story. This is the story. Page 36, yeah. 36. That's the same story. So, we've broken down. This is the result. No, it's the result. Emeka's family budget, we have broken it down to 3 sub-headings. One of it is, this is income, the sources of income. The second is the expense. So income, expense, and then we have the income, that's going to be the net. This one, after income minus expense, so we have the net. So that's the breakdown of all their family, both income and expense for the month of March. So, thank God that we go with our books. And from the last expression, what are the 3 main parts of this budget? I'm looking for somebody that can. Flavor. What are the 3 main parts of this budget? The budget that we showed earlier.
3 main parts.
Yes.
Sources of income.
Income, yeah.
Expenses.
Expense,
And total.
and then the net.
And
That's the same aspect of it. Should we clap for her? Not clap for her. So what are the different sources of income as we've seen from that breakdown?
The income,
No, you don't pull us outside. Gift, go ahead.
the income is the fixed amount of money coming in.
No. Okay, you said?
The income is the money coming in.
So we have a fixed income,
Yeah.
an income that comes in regularly.
Yeah.
So among, in that story, which one do we categorize as fixed income? Emeka's salary, and which other one? No.
Sisters contribution.
Those are the two fixed income. Fixed income, meaning that it comes regularly. The sister has vowed that every month she'll be sending 20,000. Emeka has also promised that out of his own salary, he earmarked a 20,000 naira that will be coming into the family budget. So we have been able to, it's even here now. Yeah, Emeka's monthly contribution to the family and remittance from our elder sister living abroad. So those are the main, those ones, whether nothing happens, those 2 ones coming. Then we have variable income. So variable incomes are incomes that it comes in. At times it might not be regular. So in real sense, we don't put all our budgets in that. If it didn't come, and I make mention of 13th month, the elder time, I mean,
Yes.
it might not come in. It depends on what the organization, whether they make good profits, and if they did not, sorry, it's not part of a regular income. So we can see, so variable income are incomes that comes in, but not that regularly. They are steady. So we can see the income of the mother's earning. So she only brings that 100,000 into it when she has. We also have the father's income from the shop as well, as part of the variable income. So I think there is, those are the only 2 income. So here, if you add up both your fixed income and your variable income, we should be able to have our total income, all the money that should come into Emeka's family accounts or to their budget. So you can see now that they've been able to justify, right, which one are regular, which one are not regular. And those ones that are regular are the fixed income, and the ones that are not regular are more, we call it a variable income. So in total, when we add it up, we have the total income that comes into the budget of Emeka's family. I think that we are all clear. So we can also do our own personal budgets based on our major sources of income, the ones that we know that it is fixed, the one that we know that is not fixed. So I think we've been able to identify the sources of the income. So why do you think it is important to enter variable income, such as Emeka's mother's earning, as a separate source of income? Why? Why, Daniel?
It's a current asset, it's not reliable.
It's the current asset.
It's not reliable and fixed one that are.
Use our terminology.
Like it's the current income now. It's not 100% assured.
I said, why do we think it's important to enter variable income into that's our budget? Income, such as Emeka's, why do we? It's what?
You cannot consider that fixed listing because you're not sure if it's coming
Every time. Okay. So, but it's still part of an income. So whether it is, that's why we classify it as a variable income, but it's still part of income. Whether it comes in once in every 6 months or once in a year, it's still an income. So, however, we know that it's not coming in regularly. That's why we classify it as a variable income. All right. So maybe we go to the aspect of the expenses. I think we can still make use of this because of our time. So, from the, I think we can, there is a reading, there is a aspect of the expense, the story of the expense there. Okay, maybe before we get to that reading, maybe we can address this question. It says, what are the expenses that are essential? House rents. According to, see, I think there is a story. Okay, I think this is the story. Maybe from here we'll be able to see which one are part of the expenses that are whether essential or non-essential, or we can say optional. So, no, I think this is still on the income. Okay, let's read it for it's very highly. I said, when Emeka, Kofi, and his family have reviewed their income following blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, this is the expense. First of all, see what they said they will do. Can we read it? It says they will make their house rent payment of how much? 20,000 for water, electricity. Then they reckon that they will spend 15,000 for food. No. Okay. All this was for electricity, yeah. Then for food, they estimate 30,000 naira. For transport, how much?
10,000.
And for medicine, 15,000. The parent phone bill,
Around 10,000.
around 10,000. They also have to spend the monthly allowance to send monthly allowance to their grandparents back in the village. How much?
10,000.
Emeka's mother is planning a trip to attend her close friend's 60th birthday and needs a new attire for this. The family has agreed that the purchase of the new sewing machine will be postponed. Okay, very nice one. Emeka keeps his overtime earning. Can you see what compared to what George did?
Yeah.
Say this month, he calculates and say, okay, I think we can leave part of this is Emeka's personal expense. So from what we have seen, we'll be able to see practically what an essential need is and what we can also call an optional. You know, optional, these ones are those wants. Like we identified earlier, they are not things that if you don't do it, you can't die. Okay? And from the case of Emeka, we can see how they were able to prioritize all those things. The mother that wants to go for birthday. sewing machine that is even that more said. So for us to be able to, even in our expense, we can also classify our expense like the same way we classify the income, the fixed one, the variable. Same way for expense, we can also classify the ones that are of necessity, needs, the gas, the what, transport, the house rent, they are water, they are all essential needs that can be taken care of. And then the ones that you can see, they are all those travels, gifts to somebody that wants, the person that wants to attend the 60th birthday or thereabouts. So those are part of the things that we can also classify in our expense head. So I think we've read this story, and I want us to also start, putting figures, where, what, or where will it be? I think we have this something on the flip chart, but I want us to do it in our group, and then check what is the amount for their income as well as their expenditure. So we use something like this for Emeka's family, and which also have to do it on our own. I think we started with the income aspect. We have been able to identify. So I want volunteer. So what is the Emeka's monthly contribution? Maybe the person goes forward and writes it there, and then we see whether we are all together. Volunteer. Go ahead. Please, let's be attentive. So,
office income, right?
yeah, office income, right? Yeah.
Office income is 50,000.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
So what's next? Remittance form is elder sister. No. Monthly contribution
Okay, the past contribution.
is 20 that is given.
20,000.
That is given to the family. Oh.
Yes.
So you can help us to cancel that. 50. Just one line, it's okay. So how much is the remittance for assistant?
20,000.
Now we can now go to the expense, yes? So on the variable from that our story, mother's earnings. That is, you can go ahead. The space, so then the father's earnings. Students, you are not here. So, what's the total fixed income? No, I said total fixed income.
40,000.
Michael is not here. Total,
That's up. Under the 20,000. 40. Subtotal now. Subtotal.
Oh, total. Yeah.
40,000.
That's 40.
The other one is 130.
okay. Then the variable,
130.
so how much is the total income?
170.
I think it's better we go back to our group. I think we have 5 groups before.
Yeah.
So let's do it in our group, maybe just 1 or 2 minutes. For the expense, we have seen all the breakdown. For the expense, can we go back? Group 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just 1 minute. I think 60 seconds. 120 seconds.
The question is not right down those expenses.
Right.
But they're not naira.
The story is the same thing. And let me go back to the story itself. Are you seeing? All right. See, house rent 20,000. Then for water, the record they will spend, okay, they spend water and 15,000. Then for food, they estimated 30,000. Transportation 10,000. And then medicine and healthcare 15,000. Phone bill 10,000. Monthly allowance to the grandparents in the village. How much is that? Okay, that's 10,000 to the grandparents. Then we have Emeka's mother's planning a trip to attend her birthday party. And they need to have a new attire. So you leave out this part. This part is for Emeka's personal spending. But what we are doing now is for on this. Are we together? Leave out the don't calculate for this. That is family's personal spending. What about the optional expense? Oh, have you added everything together?
Just some total expense.
I think they gave provision of 10,000 for that. I think it was not stated there. It's 10,000. So that is for that attire.
That's a new attire for optional expenses.
That's what I'm saying. So the optional, that's the expense for a new the mother's new attire. I think there is 10,000 naira. 10,000. So which group is presenting? Which group is sure of themselves? Yeah, which is now. So who wants to pay us out for this expense? So who is presenting? Fine, okay. five months to go. So please, one house, let's look at, let's use group 5 as the beginning. Okay.
Which kind of case study?
Oh, we are doing this study as well. Please, you will talk to us.
Okay. Essential expenses.
One house.
That should be house rent.
Don't take the whole place, so that in case, okay, maybe you should not say it first, so that we know what we are putting there. If you agree,
Like the essential rent,
house rent, what do you have there?
house rent, I have 20,000. Then
Is it
water.
correct?
Yes.
The same thing with everybody?
Yes.
Okay, so we can go ahead to write it. House rent, 20,000 naira. This is your handwriting. Maybe it's a little bit bigger.
Water.
Utilities, water, okay. How much do you have there?
50,000.
Do we all agree?
Yes.
All right, okay.
50,000. Then food, 30,000.
Do we all agree?
Yes.
Accountants. Healthcare, okay, travels first, transportation. We all agree?
Yes.
Some people have started changing their own calculation.
Instead of
15, oh, okay.
Yes.
Then healthcare,
15.
how much, wait. How much do you have?
15.
We all agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Then
Phone bills, there's communications. We all agree?
Yes.
Favor?
Yes, sir.
With what? Then monthly allowance to inheritance grandparents.
10,000.
The same thing?
Yes.
All right.
Grandparents in the village now. It's
That's the last
That's the
one.
last one.
So for the subtotal for the needs, so how much is it?
10,000. 110. No, that is
That one's
under
under-
optional expenses.
monthly allowance for example.
So what's the total?
110,000.
That's 110.
Yeah.
You know it's going to be Jamaica salary.
So 110,000 for our. Is that, are we all conform?
Yes.
All right.
110.
Then 110. So, then optional expenses. I'm sure that we all understand why optional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are the wants, not the needs
Yeah.
from the expense. So from the income, we can see fixed. You know, those things that we can't do without them, or sorry, the one that comes regularly because those are our income. And we talk about the expenses, those ones that are essential needs. Then those ones that are wants that we can do without them. So one of them is this the new attire for the mother. How much is those? 10,000. So we have plenty mathematicians. I say you can see that planning, budgeting is not all about the accountant or becoming an economist. So then for the second one, purchase of the new sewing machine for the mother. Say 10,000.
New.
It's not yet.
Eh? The other one is 10,000.
No, it's not available.
It's not available. Okay, so you can put zero. Just zero, just zero.
Under the 10,000. Zero.
Okay. So total for that.
10,000.
So then the total for the whole expenses. So Faith, gifts, sorry. So how did wait. Okay, you can write 120,000. So how do we arrive at this 120?
So, sum total of how we arrived at 120 is the total essential expenses plus the optional expenses. That's how we got it.
Which is what?
Which is the
110,000 plus 10,000. That's how we have our 120,000. So now we need to also calculate our savings. Whether we have savings. So how do we do that? How do we go about it?
So that's your
Income.
I said, when you want to, Daniel, why?
so that's your income and expenditure. Like
Your
your fixed income, your whole total income from your total expenses. That's 170,000 minus
So,
150,000.
why I said, do we all agree? So to get your savings, what will be left in that month? We take up all our income, both fixed and variable, you subtract it from your expenses. So whatever that is left will be our savings. So we have 170 as our income minus 120. So 50. Why? So we have 50,000 as our savings rate. I think we have passed through this. So how much do we make and his family plan to spend in the coming months? So we've been able to see that they want to spend 120,000, right?
Yeah.
Then how much do they plan to spend on their needs as a family? Needs.
110,000. 110,000. On the needs of
Are we together? On their needs.
110,000.
How do we calculate it? Under essential. So all this make up our needs.
Yeah.
20, 15, 13 and make up this 110,000.
Yeah.
I say we should plan for ourselves. Then how much does the family plan to spend on wants?
10,000.
Even one they postpone itself
Yeah.
because they are very prudent. Yeah? So what is the amount the family earn less the amount they plan to spend? Accountants. You said? I said, what is the amount the family earn less the amount they plan to spend?
50,000.
How do we calculate it?
That is the total net income subtracted from total expenses.
We all agree. So that's the amount that the family earn less what they have spent. So that's their savings. How much money can the family put aside to achieve their financial goals? No chorus answer. 50,000. Okay. I think we are doing very well. So, in case I think we've been able to ask students what are the specific needs of different family members in these family budgets. Can we identify it? Specific family members' plans or budgets, their needs in these budgets. Can we identify it?
House rent.
Friends.
No, house rent.
House rents. I think that's more of collective. I say specific needs of different family members.
Healthcare. The attire.
Mothers attire, but that's our whole personal. Any other one? Sewing machine still. Madam. So are there difference between men, women, or young people and their elders? Are there needs within those budgets? You can see needs of the grandparents too. the features, I mean, the mother's friend's 60th birthday, the feature. So we can see that from what we identified earlier, meaning that different family members have different limits at one point or the other. So we also need to take a look at that. Then we now have a scenario that we need to address. So in case of Emeka's family budget, how can we achieve a surplus? I think currently we have a surplus, have we?
Yes.
How can the deficit arise? Group A or B group 1. How can a deficit arise from this budget?
What is deficit?
Anita, what is deficit?
Deficit is when you spend above or more than your income.
So, at how can a deficit arise in this budget? We said when you spend your expense is higher than your income. So, at what point, when can a deficit arise? We can.
When you include grandma's birthday and the sewing machine.
Okay. She said if we increase grandpa's allowance, Abi?
Plus the grandma's attire, the grandma's attire and the friend's birthday.
The attire, we
Yes.
increase it to what amount?
If we increase it to 30, okay.
Which other one?
If you
Okay, we
if you-
eventually buy this sewing machine, Abi?
Yes.
How much is the sewing machine?
70.
This is
So, at the end of the day, how much will our expense account to?
120
Let's add it. This 110
plus
plus 50, that's 160
160
plus 70.
230.
Huh?
You say 160 plus 70.
We have 110 before.
Yes,
110 plus 50.
160.
160 plus 70. So we have 230 now. So our income minus expense, in this case, we now become what? We have 170 minus 230. So what will be that minus?
Minus 600.
Minus 60,000. So that's the what? That's the deficit. So if we now have a deficit of this kind, how can we address it? You. How can we are now 60,000 in deficit. How are we going to address it? If you are in any kind of
So we need some of the optional, we remove the optional, then we remove the optional things on this.
like which one can we?
Then we reduce some of it. So we postpone the sewing machine to
So-
the future.
We postpone the sewing machine again. So like what we had before, Abi?
Yes.
You know, we are working with this now. So she said that we can, for us to, okay, let me come back. We understand when a budget is in deficit.
Yes.
When was that?
Your expenditure is higher than your.
Higher than, so meaning that we are now in negative, Abi? So that's when we are in deficit. Now, for us to address that deficit situation, so we can, like you suggested, that sewing machine can still be in new. Which other things can we address again? The attire is too much, so we can also cut it down. So maybe to like a 5,000. which other things can we still work upon? So if we were able to deal with this, absolutely, we should be able to have a positive, a balanced account, or a positive one. So when we are faced with such a situation, like we all agree, the best thing for us is to take a look at those non-essential, the optional things that we are working with, and then make an adjustment, or whether reduce those optional expenses. We can also do without them. So keeping track of our income and expenses help us to know where your money is going. If you have money left over, like the surplus that we had earlier, you can save it to achieve your goal. And I think we have also mentioned the issue of adjusting a budget to cover our deficits, and we've been able to identify one or two things that we can adjust, most especially in our wants list, for us to have that surplus. And in some cases, we can also increase our income. Yes or no?
Yes.
We can also look for, I make mention of someone that, because I think it's your question, and then they start having, converting his car to an Uber, maybe every 4 hours every day, or even maybe only weekends, at least to have extra income. So we can also increase our income while we also address some of our expenses, most especially the optional expenses. I think we've been also be able to do that particular one. So I said, what can Emeka and his family do with that 50,000 that is left over? You said? Save it. Invest. Which other one? They can spend it with their money. So I think we've been able to address the issue of the deficit as well. Once we have a deficit, we can take up, our expense, work upon them, remove those, most especially the non-essential, the optional ones, for us to have a balanced income, a balanced budget, while we can also work on our income as well. So I want us to, okay, I think we have worked on this now. We have adjusted our income. So we also need to know that it is sometimes necessary to adjust your budget because of the ups and downs in our income. So this income variation can happen to anyone, whether to the family or personal. It's for us to be able to adjust when such a situation arises, for us to at least have a balanced budget. So, say we should have this discussion briefly. So, do you think that creating a budget is easy or complicated? Why?
Easy.
Very easy.
Yes.
Because we have our income, we can also work with that our income to identify what my income can take, the essential needs, and then the optional ones. The ones that you can do without. It's not light, it's not housing, it's not that we can do without. So as your income changed in the last 6 months? Yes. How? If so, why? Or why did that income change? You said?
So maybe additional
Income took off, maybe convert his car to Uber. At the end of the day, you have more income. You still have your normal fixed income that is coming in. Or maybe you can even start taking up extra hours for companies that have that opportunity. Some you find that even managers become weekends because they want to earn more. Overtime, they do overtime for you to, it's part of getting more income. So, have your expenses changed over the last 6 months?
Yes.
So, why? because things are going up, so what do we do to address it as well? No, but at times they also might not come like that, but it's double. Absolutely, no, cutting your expense. Or maybe you try to, okay, I use this here, I've been taking it every month, so let me go to breaks. I mean, maybe if I have breaks, I can use it for 1 year. You know, I'm trying.
Jesus Christ.
But you